Figure it's time to read chapter 2. I was going to wait a while, but it's been very stressful, and I really need to become full of the Spirit. And whenever I play the "and then it came to pass" game, I'm full of the Spirit. And guaranteed to get wrecked reading this book. It will fill you up with the Spirit. Now, I'm going to start off because the first sentence is "then it came to pass." Whenever this magic book says it came to pass, take a drink if you want. I'm going to. I want to. Chapter 2 of 1st Nephi. For behold, it came to pass that the Lord spake unto my father, yea, even in a dream, and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Lehi, because of the things which thou hast done, and because thou hast been faithful, and declared unto this people the things which I commanded thee. Behold, they seek to take away your life. Kind of was already mentioned in chapter 1, but we might have forgotten, so it's worth it to write that little bit down on gold. You know, it seems repetitive now. Of course, they probably wrote this in lead. You know, they used lead for scratch paper. Then they write the polished work on gold or brass. Okay. Verse 2. My God. 2 verses, and it's already 2 slugs. Oops. I think I'll just leave the cap off. Verse 2 of the 2nd chapter of 1st Nephi. And it came to pass, but you weren't expecting that, that the Lord commanded my father, even in a dream. Yes, I know, he just said that before, but see, he's editing this and he's being concise. He can't mince words because he's writing on gold. Maybe this is Joseph Smith's fault. Maybe he was like embellishing. And he, you know, too bad we don't have the original gold plates to look at, huh? All right. Commanded him, even in a dream, that he should take his family and depart into the wilderness. That's familiar. All right. Verse 3. And it came to pass that he was obedient unto the word of the Lord, wherefore he did as the Lord commanded him. Verse 4. And it came to pass that he departed into the wilderness, and he left his house and the land of his inheritance, and his gold, and his silver, and his precious things, and took nothing with him save it were his family and provisions and tents, and departed into the wilderness. Verse 5. Oh, not, all right. And he came down. I saw that magic word. Thought I was going to have to take another drink. And he came down by the borders near the shore of the Red Sea. And he traveled in the wilderness, in the borders which are near the Red Sea. And he did travel in the wilderness with his family which consists of my mother, Sariah, like Sarah, Sariah, my elder brothers, who were Laman and Lemuel, and Sam. Shades of Joseph, Viceroy of Egypt, the many-colored coat. Shades of Exodus, shades of... All right, anyway. Verse 6. And it came to pass that when he had traveled 3 days in the wilderness, he pitched his tent in a valley by the side of a river of water. So this is like a river of like Scotch, for instance. No. This is like a regular river full of water. And he had to write that down to make sure that we knew that the river had water in it. On gold. Sorry I'm harping on that, but get used to it. And it came to pass that he built an altar of stones, and speaking of which, I hope I have enough to finish the chapter with. And it came to pass that he built an altar of stones and made an offering unto the Lord, and gave thanks unto the Lord. It must have been like a cereal offering, I guess, because I didn't hear him mention they took livestock. So it must have been like a cereal offering, or it doesn't say what he offered. But he had so much to spare, I'm sure. All right. And when my father saw... wait. Oh, okay, thanks to the Lord. I almost skipped verse 8. And that would have been a tragedy. Almost skipped over that verse. And it came to pass that he called the name of the river Laman. A layman. What a lame name. All right. And it emptied into the Red Sea. And the valley was in the borders near the mouth thereof. This is some great writing, man. And when my father saw that the waters of the river emptied into the fountain of the Red Sea, he spake unto Laman, saying, Oh, that thou mightest be like unto this river, continually running into the fountain of all righteousness. Is that what that river's doing? Okay. And also he spake to Lemuel, Oh, that thou mightest be like unto this valley, firm and steadfast and unmovable, in keeping the commandments of the Lord. So that valley is doing that, huh? Wow. Now this he spake because of the stiff-neckedness, get used to that word, that term too, of Laman and Lemuel. For behold, they did murmur in many things against their father, because he was a visionary man, and he had led them out of the land of Jerusalem, and their gold and their silver and their precious things to perish in the wilderness. Oh, that's familiar. And this they said he had done because of the foolish imaginations of his heart. And thus Laman and Lemuel, being the eldest, did murmur against their father, and they did murmur because they knew that they knew not the dealings of the God who had created them. You know, if I were running out gold, I'd do it a little differently. Neither did they believe that Jerusalem, that great city, could be destroyed according to the words of the prophets. And they were like the Jews who were at Jerusalem. Well, okay, never mind. Who sought to take away the life of my father? How much time do I got? I think I'm starting to feel it. And it came to pass, feeling the Spirit, by the way, that my father did spake unto them in the valley of Lemuel with power, being filled with the Spirit. He's always filled with the Spirit, and I think I understand why. Until their frames did shake before him, and he did confound them, that they durst not utter against him. Wherefore they did as he commanded them, and my father dwelt in a tent. Chapter 15 is awful short. Verse 15. God, I'm retarded. Verse 15. Gotta stop doing that. All right. And it came to pass. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, being exceedingly young, nevertheless being large in stature, and also having great desire to know the mysteries of God, wherefore I did cry unto the Lord, and behold, he did visit me, and did soften my heart, that I did believe all the words which had been spoken by my father, wherefore I did not rebel against him, like unto my brothers. Everyone's full of the Spirit, including me. And I spoke unto Sam, making known unto him the things which the Lord had manifested unto me by the Holy Spirit. And it came to pass that, God damn it, he put that one in the middle of the paragraph. God damn it. All right. Oh boy, I'm starting to see double already. To be continued. Yeah, it's time for some more amazing, unbelievably well-written literature. I didn't finish chapter 2. I got up to about verse 17 and the room was spinning. So, anyway, verse 17, he spake unto Samuel. Samuel was the only brother who believed him. All right. Now, verse 18. But, behold, Laman and Lemuel would not hearken unto my words, and, being grieved because of the hardness of their hearts, there we go again with that, I cried unto the Lord for them. I want to point something out that I didn't point out earlier, by the way. Verse 16. This kind of teed me off. I was going to comment on it, but I was drunk. And it came to pass, drank for that one already, that I, Nephi, being exceedingly young, nevertheless being large in stature, and also having great desires to know the mysteries of God, wherefore I did. What does his being large in stature have to do with him wanting to know God and being young? Especially when you say it again in chapter 4, and it's actually appropriate then. Just sounds like bad writing. I mean, why would he say, I'm young and of large stature, and I prayed for a vision and got it. And then later on, I had to subdue a guy, and I was young and large in stature, so I was able to do it. Somebody needed to get the old red pencil out. Save a little gold. All right, anyway, I'm back to where I was at. So he cried unto the Lord on behalf of Laman and Lemuel. Oh, that's not bad. And it came to pass that the Lord spake unto me, again, saying, Blessed art thou, Nephi, because of thy faith, for thou hast sought me diligently, with lowliness of heart, because we know that having a low heart is very important, you know. You know, when you're around greatness, like, you know, Jehovah, you better not have a speck of pride or you might get offended. You know, I mean, don't want to get into a pissing contest with God. I mean, he made Niagara Falls, after all. Anyway. And, inasmuch, that's a word, inasmuch. Sounds old, though. And inasmuch as ye shall keep my commandments, ye shall prosper, and shall be led to a land of promise, yea, even a land which I have prepared for you. So he made North America for Nephi. He prepared, right there. And shall be led to a land of promise, yea, even a land which I have prepared for you. What about the damn Jaredites? You know, it's like he keeps re-gifting. Oh, that's right. We haven't got to the Jaredites yet. They come before, but they're in the end. Don't ask me why. We'll get to that eventually, if I don't die from cirrhosis of the liver. All right. That's all I want to say about that. Yea, a land which is choice above all other lands. Is it? Really? That's nice. I thought there were some other nice places too. Thanks. Thanks. I like America too. Or the land of promise. They never did give it a name. They gave parts of it names, but they didn't give it a name. It's just the land of promise. Flowing with milk and honey, no doubt. All right, anyway. And inasmuch as thou shalt keep my commandments, thou shalt be made a ruler and a teacher over thy brethren. Shades of Joseph again, the seer, the dream interpreter. Yeah, his brothers weren't too fond of him. They're always tying him up. And oh, that happens in here too. At least twice. We'll get to that. Sorry, jumping ahead here. All right. For behold, in that day that they shall rebel against me, I will curse them even with a sore curse. And they shall have no power over thy seed, except they shall rebel against me also. And if, wait, it's they will, they shall, and then it's if. All right. In one chapter, he's already backing up. And if it so be that they rebel against me, they shall be a scourge unto thy seed, to stir them up in the ways, up in the ways of remembrance. That's that slam-tastic ending. He really knows how to end a chapter, doesn't he? So, I'm going to have to space this out, I can see. I'm just not much of a drinker. I mean, I like doing it a little bit. I like to stop at a glow, usually. Should have got a smaller beer that didn't have that many, and then it came to passes left. Anyway, I'm just going to put this together since Christmas came early for me. YouTube decided I've been a good boy. I've been nice and not naughty, and so I can make videos beyond 15 minutes. How far beyond, I don't know. I'd have to test the boundaries on that eventually. Anyway, so no more two-part chapters. I'll just do one in one video, even if I have to do it in different sessions. So far the chapters are short, but boy, they're long on, and then it came to passes. Until next time, peace.